The political clash between Elon Musk and Donald Trump has become one of the most talked about developments in recent American political discourse, capturing intense attention across media platforms, social networks, and public debates. What initially appeared to be minor disagreements has evolved into a high-profile feud that reflects deeper ideological, personal, and strategic differences between two of the most influential and polarizing figures in the United States. This split is not just a personal rivalry, it symbolizes a broader conflict between different visions of power, technology, governance, and influence in modern America. Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur behind Tesla, SpaceX, and X, has long been considered a complex political figure. While he has expressed support for free speech, limited government intervention, and innovation-driven capitalism, his views do not always align neatly with traditional political parties. Donald Trump, on the other hand, represents a populist political movement rooted in nationalism, strong executive authority, and direct engagement with voters through rhetoric that challenges established institutions. The tension between these two figures was perhaps inevitable, given their overlapping influence, strong personalities, and competing approaches to shaping public opinion. Initially, Musk and Trump appeared to have a cautiously respectful relationship. Trump praised Musk's business achievements during his presidency, often highlighting American manufacturing and technological leadership as examples of national strength. Musk, in turn, maintained a pragmatic stance, occasionally cooperating with government initiatives while avoiding full political alignment. However, this balance began to collapse as Musk increasingly positioned himself as an independent power broker in political and cultural debates, especially after acquiring X and transforming it into a platform centered on unrestricted speech and ideological confrontation. The breaking point in their relationship came as Musk began publicly criticizing Trump's leadership style, political decisions, and ongoing influence within the Republican Party. Musk suggested that the United States needed new leadership, arguing that both major political parties were trapped in outdated thinking. These remarks were widely interpreted as a direct challenge to Trump's continued dominance in conservative politics. Trump responded in his characteristic fashion, using sharp language and personal attacks to dismiss Musk's credibility and motives, accusing him of disloyalty and opportunism. This exchange quickly escalated into a public feud, with both figures using their platforms to shape the narrative. Musk leveraged X to amplify criticisms, engage directly with commentators, and present himself as a defender of open discourse against political manipulation. Trump, meanwhile, relied on rallies, interviews, and allied media outlets to frame Musk as an unreliable elite figure who does not understand the needs of ordinary Americans. The result was a media storm that blurred the lines between politics, technology, and personal rivalry. What makes this split particularly significant is the role of digital platforms in shaping political influence. Musk's control over X gives him unprecedented power to influence political conversations in real time. By adjusting algorithms, restoring previously banned accounts, and promoting direct engagement, Musk has reshaped how political messages spread online. Trump, who was once heavily dependent on social media to mobilize his base, now finds himself in a more fragmented digital landscape where control is less centralized and more contested. The Musk-Trump conflict also reflects a broader transformation in American politics, where traditional party structures are increasingly challenged by individual power centers. Billionaires, tech leaders, and media personalities now wield influence comparable to elected officials. Musk's willingness to challenge Trump signals a shift in how political legitimacy is constructed, moving away from party loyalty toward issue-based and personality-driven alignment. This shift has unsettled both Republican and Democratic strategists, who must now contend with unpredictable actors operating outside conventional political frameworks. Public reaction to the feud has been deeply divided. Supporters of Musk praise him for challenging political orthodoxy and resisting what they see as authoritarian tendencies in modern politics. They argue that Musk represents a future-oriented vision focused on innovation, decentralization, and freedom of expression. Trump's supporters, however, view Musk's criticisms as betrayal, accusing him of undermining conservative unity and siding with establishment forces. This polarization has fueled intense online debates, further amplifying the feud's visibility. Media coverage has played a crucial role in sustaining the conflict. News outlets, commentators, and political analysts have framed the split as a battle between two competing models of leadership. Some portray it as a clash between technological elitism and populist politics, while others emphasize personality conflicts and strategic miscalculations. The constant cycle of reactions, counter-reactions, and speculative analysis has ensured that the feud remains a dominant topic in headlines and discussions. The economic implications of the Musk-Trump split are also noteworthy. Investors closely monitor Musk's political statements, given his influence over major companies and markets. Any perception that Musk's political engagement could distract from his business responsibilities has led to fluctuations in stock prices and market confidence. Trump's economic messaging, centered on protectionism and domestic industry, contrasts sharply with Musk's globalized, innovation-driven outlook. This divergence highlights competing economic philosophies that resonate differently with various segments of the American electorate. From a strategic perspective, the split may have long-term consequences for electoral politics. Musk's growing influence among younger, tech-savvy voters could reshape voting patterns, particularly among independents and disaffected conservatives. His emphasis on free speech and institutional reform appeals to individuals who feel alienated by traditional politics. Trump, meanwhile, continues to command a loyal base that values strong leadership and cultural identity. The tension between these constituencies could fragment conservative support and alter the balance of power in future elections. International observers have also taken note of the feud, viewing it as a reflection of broader tensions within American society. Musk's global business interests and international reputation contrast with Trump's America First rhetoric, creating different perceptions of U.S. leadership abroad. Allies and competitors alike analyze these dynamics to assess the stability and direction of American political influence. The feud underscores how individual personalities can shape global narratives about democracy, innovation, and power. The cultural impact of the Musk-Trump split extends beyond politics into popular discourse. Memes, satirical commentary, and viral videos have transformed the feud into a form of entertainment, blurring the line between serious political debate and spectacle. This phenomenon raises important questions about the nature of public engagement in the digital age, where complex issues are often reduced to simplified narratives and personal rivalries. Critics argue that the focus on personal conflict distracts from substantive policy discussions. They contend that media attention devoted to the feud could be better spent analyzing issues such as economic inequality, climate change, and technological regulation. Supporters counter that the feud itself is a reflection of these underlying issues, revealing tensions between innovation and regulation, individual freedom and collective responsibility, and tradition and change. The ethical dimensions of the conflict are also significant. Musk's advocacy for unrestricted speech has sparked debates about misinformation, platform responsibility, and the limits of free expression. Trump's confrontational style raises questions about democratic norms, institutional trust, and the role of rhetoric in political mobilization. The clash between these perspectives highlights unresolved tensions in modern democracies grappling with rapid technological and social change. As the feud continues to evolve, its outcome remains uncertain. Both Musk and Trump possess substantial resources, loyal followings, and media influence. Whether the conflict will lead to lasting political realignment or fade into the background of shifting news cycles depends on broader developments in American politics and society. What is clear is that the split has already left a mark on public discourse, reshaping how power, influence, and leadership are perceived. The Musk-Trump split serves as a case study in the convergence of technology, media, and politics. It illustrates how individual actors can leverage platforms and narratives to challenge established power structures. It also reveals the vulnerabilities of democratic systems in an era of rapid communication and personalized influence. As audiences continue to follow the unfolding drama, the feud offers insight into the changing nature of political engagement and the forces shaping the future of public debate. Ultimately, the significance of the Musk-Trump split lies not only in the personalities involved but in what it represents about the evolving landscape of power in the United States. It reflects a moment of transition, where traditional political hierarchies are contested by new forms of influence rooted in technology, media, and personal branding. Whether this transition leads to greater accountability and innovation or deeper polarization and instability remains an open question, one that will continue to dominate headlines and conversations in the years to come.